Just a month after the 2016 election, a bunch of executives at Facebook got together to make a very important decision. This is how the Washington Post described what went down. Again, this is a month after the 2016 election. Quote, Facebook created Project P for propaganda in the hectic weeks after the 2016 presidential election and quickly found dozens of pages that had peddled false news reports ahead of Trump's surprise victory. Nearly all were based overseas, had financial motives, and displayed a clear rightward bent. In a world of perfect neutrality, which Facebook espouses as its goal, the political tilt of the pages shouldn't have mattered. But in a video conference between Facebook's D.C. office and its Silicon Valley headquarters in December 2016, the company's most senior Republican voiced concerns that would become familiar to those within the company. He said, quote, "We can't remove all of it because it will disproportionately affect conservatives." When another Facebook staff member pushed for the entire list, the entire propaganda list, to be taken down on the grounds that the accounts fueled the fake news that had roiled the election, the same Republican executive warned of the backlash from conservatives. He said, quote, "They don't believe it to be fake news." And so many of those pages producing false disinformation, they stayed. A year later, it happened again. The company was going to try to change its newsfeed algorithm to limit the amount of misinformation flowing out of that particular fire hose. But when they realized the new algorithm would hurt right-wing publishers more than others because right-wing outlets were pushing more misinformation than others, the company once again pulled back. They kept pumping misinformation knowingly into people's news feeds because limiting it would mean limiting more right-wing sites. Funny how that works. Why is that? Eventually, the company announced that politicians, writ large, would simply be exempt from Facebook's fact-checking and its community guidelines on banned speech. And yes, that rule applied to all politicians, but it was obvious that, at least in the United States, it was tailored to one politician in particular. This decision by Facebook that the most important thing was that they not appear to be targeting Donald Trump and conservatives, even though they were the ones spreading all the misinformation and conspiracy theories, that decision had enormous consequences. President Trump, of course, was free to use that platform to lie about, say, the coronavirus, and to promote dangerous fake COVID cures, and to lie about bogus election fraud claims, and to claim ultimately that the 2020 election was stolen. It took a freaking violent attack on the U.S. Capitol for Facebook to finally change its mind, to finally recalibrate its concerns. After President Trump used Facebook and other social media to incite the January 6th attack, Facebook finally banned him from their site, saying it was too dangerous to allow him to continue to post there. But although Twitter's ban on Trump after the insurrection was permanent, it was for life, Facebook's wasn't. Facebook executives basically punted on deciding whether Trump's Facebook account should ever be reinstated. They punted that decision to something called the Facebook Oversight Board, which is 20 renowned experts from around the world, funded by Facebook but operating independently. That is the group that's going to announce their decision on whether Trump will be allowed back on Facebook tomorrow morning. Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.